What's going on, y'all? Your boy Dread is back, and this is a nerd talk slash movie review. I just seen The Dark Knight Rises, and guess what? That movie lived up to the hype. It is every bit as good as I thought it was gonna be. Now, I wouldn't go out on a limb and say that it was better than its predecessor, The Dark Knight, but I will say it was just as good. That movie was just as good as The Dark Knight was. Now, sorry if I'm gonna be spoiled. I'm gonna just give you guys minor spoilers and minor details in the movie, and for the rest of it, you got to see the rest of it for yourself. All right, now this story takes place 8 years after The Dark Knight, when he defeated the Joker. And in the movie, they do reference the Joker. They never directly say his name, but they reference him. But if you're familiar with the Batman universe and DC Comics, then you'll know that once he's caught, he's put in Arkham Asylum. But yeah, Batman or Bruce Wayne, he tries to assimilate into, regular life. He tries to pick up his life without Batman, and he looks older. He looks more brittle. He looks more decrepit. He looks weaker, and that's kind of the point. That's where the title of the movie plays in, Dark Knight Rises, because he's lost inspiration to be Batman. He doesn't have it. Because part of the point of the movie is to see if he still has it in him, which you'll find out originally he doesn't, but like I said, I don't want to give too much away. And of course, it introduces a couple new characters. It introduces Selena Kyle, played by Anne Hathaway, aka Catwoman. But her name the name Catwoman is never really directly mentioned in the film either. It's like, okay, I'm familiar with the Batman universe, so I could put two and two together and say that's Catwoman because she's a cat burglar and she's one of the world's greatest thieves. And one of the things I liked about this movie is they give every character in the movie their own screen time. They give them, everybody who's involved in the movie had their own little place in the sun. And the main character the main villain in the movie, Bane. Now, Bane, people who read the comic stuff, they know Bane is this huge, unstoppable juggernaut type dude, and he's not like he was in the first set of Batman movies, the one with George Clooney in it, which a lot of people say was ass, but it was good for what it was especially for his time. But yeah, Bane, he still kept a huge physique, and one of Bane's underrated qualities, and something people skip over, is that Bane's intelligence. How smart Bane is, and Bane, he showed his intelligence in the movie. Now, one of my favorite parts is the first fight scene between Batman and Bane, and that set the tone for what the movie was and for what the rest of this movie was gonna be. Now, you can probably find it on YouTube in maybe a month or two, hell, maybe even a little bit after this video y'all watching. But the fight scene was great. That was probably the best choreographed fight scene that you can have in a superhero movie like that. Because Batman's just wailing on Bane, just giving him all his best shots and no effect at all. But the goal of Bane was to not only take over Gotham City, but was to break the Bat. Because if you read the comic book series, when Bane first went up against Batman, the comic book series is called The Man Who Broke the Bat, and you can put two and two together and pretty much figure that out. And yeah, after the fight scene, Batman, he tries to get himself back together. He tries to really see if, okay, the city's in turmoil, everybody's going nuts. Do I still have what it takes to save the city and to still call myself Batman? Well, that's all the spoilers that I'm going to give you, because I just gave away maybe the first hours of the movie right there. Well, some of it, but for the last 45 minutes for the last 30 to 45 minutes of the movie, it's epic. Oh yeah, and like I said, I don't want to give away too much more, but pay attention, because there is a huge plot twist at the end of the movie if you've seen it. Well, if you haven't seen it, so just keep an eye out on that. But all in all, I would give this movie, on a scale of 0 to 100, I would give it a 97 out of 100. This movie deserves a 97 out of 100. That's just my 2 cents. It wasn't better. Now, I seen the Avengers, and I still think that that's hands down the best superhero movie of the summer, if not of all time. Because I really said that The Dark Knight with the Joker was the best superhero movie of all time. But it's kind of neck and neck in the running. Even though I thought that The Dark Knight Rises was just as good as The Dark Knight, but not better. But anyway, that's my review. For For the people who've seen it, do y'all agree with me? What do y'all think? And for the people who haven't seen it, have I given y'all enough of an idea of what to look for when or if you go see this movie? Anyway, thanks for checking this out, y'all. Thanks for watching my review. I'm out. Peace.